So greetings everyone. We are the Group 2 and we present about the United Nations and contemporary global governance. And first, let's know the learning objective of this topic. The learning objective of this topic is to define the global governance, identify the rules and functions of the United Nations, and the challenges of United Nations. For the introductions, the contemporary global governance is the system of managing global issues through cooperations of states, international organization, corporation, NGOs, and civil society. Next, the United Nations. United Nations established in 1945, and the main purpose of United Nations is to keep the security and peace of the world. Together, they solve the unpredictable issues and maintain the peace of our world. Let's go to the first topic, which is the contemporary global governance. Contemporary global governance is the modern system of cooperations among states, international organizations, NGOs, corporations, and civil society. And no single state holds the supreme authority, and the decisions are made collectively through sharing ideas of the corporations and organization and other global actors. They need to cooperate because, as I said earlier, there are no single states hold the supreme authority. So they need to cooperate to address issues, sharing ideas by addressing issues like pandemic, um, environmental issues, security issues, and the peace of the world.
So, next natin is United Nations. Natakil na ni Sir last meeting yung United Nations. Sabi doon, United Nations promotes peace. So, ang United Nations ay isang international organization kung saan nagkakaroon ng kapayapaan ang mga bansa. Nagkaroon ng United Nations after World War II noong 1945. So, dahil nga sa tindi ng pinsala na nagawa ng World War II, is napagdesisyonan ng mga leader na magkaroon ng isang platform or organization na mas effective at mas malakas kung saan maaaring mag-usap yung mga bansang may alitan para maiwasan yung digmaan. So, bukod sa ang United Nations ay nagpo-promote ng peace, ang United Nations din ay sinisiguro or pinoprotektahan ang karapatan ng mga tao, or ito ay tinatawag na human rights. Bukod doon, ang United Nations din ay tumutulong sa mga biktima ng sakuna, katulad ng bagyo or lindol. Meron silang mga agencies tulad ng World Health Organization, World Food Program, at iba pa. So, ang United Nations ay isang world meeting room dahil dito nagkikita-kita yung mga representatives ng mga bansa para makapagplano or makapag-usap or at maghanap ng solusyon para sa mga problema na kinakaharap natin. So, meron 5 organs ang United Nations na next na itatakil.
General Assembly. The General Assembly is the main deliberate, policy-making and representative organ of the UN. It is essentially the parliament of the world, where all 193 member states are represented, each holding one vote. The General Assembly convenes annually, regular session, typically starting in September, and may also hold a special session as needed. Security Council. The UN Security Council is the organ with the primary responsibility for maintaining international peace and security. It is composed of 15 members. The 5 permanent members, including the China, France, Russia, United Kingdom, and the United States, and 10 non-permanent member states elected by the General Assembly for 2 years term. Economic and Social Council. The Economic and Social Council is the UN organ responsible for coordinating the economic, social, humanitarian, and cultural activities of the UN system. It serves as the central forum for discussing international economic and social issues and formulating policy recommendations. Economic and Social Council has 54 members elected by the General Assembly for 3 years term, assuring equitable geographic representation. Considering the Economic and Social Council as the UN's planning and coordination team for economic and environmental issues. It works to improve living standards, promote human rights, and tackle global challenges like poverty, climate change, and inequality. The and Social Council plays a crucial role in making world better place for everyone.
So let's go to the fourth, which is the International Court of Justice. The International Court of Justice is the main principle of judicial of United Nations. Ang ibig sabihin po nun, ito po yung personal na hukuman ng United Nations and the task with the resolving dispute conflict between states. Dito po nire-resolve yung mga alitan ng mga states or mga dispute na hindi nila nasunod or mga legal movements na katulad ng hindi pagsunod sa agreements ng kunyari sa trading kapag may hindi sila sinunod na rules doon about sa trading, pwede sila mapunta dyan sa ICJ or sa personal hukuman ng United Nations. And ang decision ng International Court of Justice is nagbe-bend lang sa involved parties, which is yung dalawang state na hindi nagkaintindihan or may conflict. Ginagawa nila ito para mas mapatindi at mas mapa-interconnectedness pa po ang ating bansa. To the last active organ, which is the Secretariat. The Secretariat is the administrative organs of United Nations, responsible for carrying out the day-by-day work of the organization. It's headed by the Secretary General. And dito pong Secretary General na to is siya po yung minsan na spokesperson ng United Nations. Siya po yung nagsasalita sa United Nations kasi po siya po yung nagga-gather ng information about kung paano yung gagawin, kung ano yung mga ibibigay ng mga details. Sila po yung nagre-research about sa mga possible na pwedeng maging issues and maging challenges ng ating mundo. So, parang sila po yung tatrabaho ng day by day and sila din po yung nagbibigay ng mga ideas sa mga other four na nabanggit kanina, which is yung Assembly, International Organization, yung Council. Sila po yung sila po yung may trabaho doon na magbigay ng mga information about sa mga conflicts, and tumutulong din po sila para mapabuti at mapaganda ang seguridad ng ating mundo.
Global governance is such a complex issue that can actually teach an entire course itself. This lesson has focused on the IOs and the UN in the particular. International organizations are highlighted because they are the most visible symbols of global governance. The UN, in the particular, is the closest to a world government. What is important to remember is that international institutions like the UN are always in the precarious positions. Global governance means pagtutulungan sa pag-manage ng world problems like climate change, poverty, human rights at wars. Malalaki at complicated po ang mga problem na ito at walang single organizations kahit po UN na kaya mag-solve lahat. The UN tries pero nahirapan po, countries don't always agree at may iba na nag-i-ignore sa rules ng UN. For example po, conflicting interests of member states. The UN is made up of almost every country in the world. Each has its own interests, politics, and culture. These interests often clash, making it difficult to reach a single decision. Isa po ito sa challenges ng UN. Bakit? Dahil hindi po lahat ng states or county ay pare-parehas ng interest, kaya po nagkakaroon ng conflict or alitan dahil dito. And lastly, hindi po sila madaling makagawa ng decision dahil sa conflict na yan, and that's one of the most challenges faced by UN. Challenges of the United Nations. The UN is not a world government, and it functions primarily because of voluntary cooperation from states. The UN can force countries to follow rules or decisions. Gumagawa lang po siya kapag willing makipag-cooperate ang mga member countries, unlike a government po na may police o court para magparusa sa mga violators. At ang UN po umaasa lang sa willingness ng countries na makinig at kumilos. Issues related to security. The UN is supposed to keep peace and stop wars. Pero super hirap daw po kasi bawat bansa ay may sariling interest at hindi sila lagi nag-agree. Conflicts, terrorism, at nuclear weapons, sobrang big challenges daw po sa world security.
So this is the last part, which is the conclusion. Overall, contemporary global governance and the United Nations work together to address global issues and to maintain the peace of world. Their efforts have a significant impact in today's because they help humanity to overcome the challenges and